not getting that strike ideally. How is he going to pace the inning? But what a good catch at the sweeper. The sweeper taking up very smart catch there. The spinners have been really smart, as we know. The bowling and even in the fielding. But it's striking that Charishma has not really come down from Ravi's bat. That's really good running. They're challenging here. They're challenging Aman here. Well, yes, the way it was struck, at the pace of a rocket. And miserly over that. 16 bowled, 147 for 5. So another 6 overs will be really interesting. So high time here. Ravi really having that launch. Over number 16 to 22. They'll really go for the kill from here. Ravi 59 in 45. All in all, they'll wait for his 100. Ravi has been absolutely superb today with the bat. Raman bowling, that's through the wicketkeeper there. The wicketkeeper really discussing the tactics. The batsman would really want to go for that reverse sweep. So yes, the wicketkeeper and the batsman, especially the strikers, are always friends. They're always those real friends for you. Where you can definitely deceive the batsman even talking like that, isn't it? Once you're giving the message to the bowlers, the batsman will be really thinking on the back of his mind as well. Should I try for that shot or ideally? But yes, someone exactly bowling it above the island has been really very consistent. The reason has been the pick of the bowlers so far. That's in the air there. That's in the air there, channeling different stump line for him. But they have got exactly all the fielders. Very good captaincy this from the captain himself. It'll be really very good. Well, all that mind is really up. Nicely turned away. That's really nicely turned away. The batsman want to go back for 2. The batsman want to go back for 2. No. Yeah, crazy. Once you get the wickets, and ideally these dot balls, and once you're landing in all these economical overs, just see the spirit of the spinners so far. Spirit on top at the moment. Aman has been absolutely miserly. Has only given away 5 in the over so far. But are they getting that big wicket of Ravi? Well, he has been really waiting. He has been waiting! And waiting fetches you so many runs. That's gone for 4. He's really waited for the ball there. And I see on the back foot, we have seen how he has aced these shots. It's simply superb there from Ravi. Well, the bowler, you test me more, I'll just show my nemesis, says Ravi. Oh, what a shot that was from him. In fact, to 5th boundary and 1st boundary in a while for him. Oh, losing his bat there. Well, funny. Even after that, a great over from Aman. Superb control he has showed in the over. 156 for 5 after 17. Well, 156 for 5 after 17. Ravi completely losing his bat there. But the last one, he absolutely waited till the last moment. Basics of batting. Just see the ball till the ball has been released. Yes, exactly saw that. And in fact, it was wider from the stumps, mind you. And Aman was very clever, bowling it more wider of the off stump and absolutely put that away in magical fashion. That last one, superb from Ravi. The nemesis with the bat he has been. 64 in 48. Manoj will continue. Will be really very interesting in the power play. The first over where he has been slightly going for runs. What will his ideal lines be for Manoj? That's in the air. That will be out. That 6th wicket falling at 156. So they are bouncing back. Spinners. Never to sideline them, isn't it? The RoyAle StriKers. So strike. Go for it. Strike hard. All is all a good news that Ravi is still there in the crease. So good passage of play this has been for the opposite, in fact for the spinners. They'll bowl it wider, shown that control, and in fact the ball getting gold, you'll get that much grip, that much turn on the ball as well. But an off spinner's classic dismissal as well we have seen in that first innings, in fact first half of the play. Well, 156 for 6. Interesting so far. Manoj, man with the golden arm. First ball, first wicket. It's a spinner, it's a good affair this. The right arm off spinner versus a left hand batter. Are we really seeing the ball turning away from the right hander? Will you see the ball turning away from the middle stump? Well, they've been really enjoying themselves, isn't it? Seen in that first power play, the runs coming 54. That current rate, they maintained a very, very, very healthy run rate. But the last few overs, the spinners have really bounced back. In fact, 15, 16 runs, scalped 3 wickets. But once the floodgates open, you know what's coming to our forefront. Are we seeing the wickets fall? Making a room there. Ravi will be really very important. Now we talked this in passages. How is he going to really pace himself? So far he has paced himself absolutely brilliantly. The world has been with him. How is he going to pan out from here? Yes, that's cleaned up. That's gone. Ravi is completely beaten up there. It's a huge fish. Well, what an incredible innings from Ravi's bat today. Well, he held himself back when Krishna was firing, but once he was dismissed, he really showed his nemesis. Now Manoj tells, I am the nemesis for the team. Well, he was completely beaten up there. The ball completely keeping on, losing his shape there was Ravi. But yes, it's a huge wicket. The team could have asked for, couldn't have got anything better. Well, what a great innings from Ravi. Yes, everyone really needs to salute for the way he has batted. Spent so much idle time in the crease, but easy out at the wrong time. The spinners are just flowing. They're shining bright. Shining bright as far as the lights in Abhiram. 157 for 7. So Jitin will make his way to the crease. Never to rule out the charisma of the tailenders, isn't it? But talk about the charisma of Manoj. How alluring it has been. It was just started by Aman floating it up exactly above the island, asking the batsman to hit it. They've got a sweeper in place, exactly executing all those plans. Well, Ravi till now has got everything right exactly, but now it's the spinners who are getting right. 4th wicket falling in the space of 16 runs. Well, everyone are captains for themselves. And they have been really going about doing that wonderful job. That's smacked away from Jitin. Never to rule out the charisma of the tailenders, isn't it? They're often running. But the sound of the bat has been simply superb. Good running in between the wickets, just showing how athletic the batsman can get for you. This is what you expect from the pacers. They won't give up. They won't really give up till the end. So yes, something from the wicketkeeper. Yes, he'll bowl it wider. The leggy. Leg spinner again covering the line of the stumps. Just bashed away from Jitin. Well, Manoj, you might be very clever than you, but I'm more cleverer than you. 18 gone. The over has been spoiled up with a boundary, but yes, success belonging to the spinners team so far. 163 for 7 after 18. Oh, what a shot that was. Well, was just trying to do something different on that occasion, Manoj. We see the captain himself right now, Mr. Sai. So many achievements as well to his name. So many records, so many things up to his name. He's a creator, he's a buddy. Everyone loves him out there in the team. So he's in at the 18th. What has he got in store for us? Some wickets? Well, he as well bowls the floater. Well, a no ball. Will that go away for a boundary? No, Manoj stops it off. In fact, the free hit. Well, what has he got in store? Starts off with a no ball. Well, 3 runs added to the tally. Well, projected has really come down at one stage. It was looking ideally over 208. Now 199. Batting first, remember, only 45% of the matches have been won batting first in this ground. Especially the last 3 matches. Another no ball there. The batsmen will be really enjoying. That is what they want. Runs at the moment. But that's a cry. That's a cry from the dugout. The sixes are on. Are we seeing a 6? We're seeing a 6 from Jitin's bat. He has been very clever going inside the line of the ball. We were talking about how clever he was in the last over. Are we just seeing one now? Trying to go for a cross-batted hike there. That is what he'll try. Yes, same. The indication from the wiki there. That is what he'll be ideally trying to do. The run flow did stop. That's another wide there. Well, at the moment, everything is stranded. Are we seeing a storm just before? He's lower. There we go. We just saw the storm there. It was just the beginning in the last over. Now it continues. Again tossing it. That's gone for 4. Well, he would want to take the fine leg, I believe. He's covering the line of the ball predominantly. Will fine leg and a back foot square will definitely be in place. I'll bowl on the legs. And I'll just show you how I dispatch. Says Jitin 10 in 4. Striking at 250 at the moment. Well, you were on the hindsight, we have been thinking that would have been the team's total. That would have been wonderful, but no. Well, whatever it is, reward or in form of strike rate or in the team is always success. And now he's having a fielder at fine, deep fine, in fact. Well, what has Sai got in store for us? Definitely he'll be bowling it more wider of the off stump, tossing the ball up. Well, all these upright wrists, isn't it? Well, once you bowl with an inclined wrist, there's always the tangential force, and you'll expect the arm ball, the faster ones. Yes, wider of the stumps, the fielder, Ray1 there. In fact, 2 fielders converging straight to the fielder. Well, he'll really want to finish off the over quickly, isn't it? Well, already all those boundaries coming in play. In fact, 9 runs so far. Vamshi 3 in 3, a left-hander. Would he want to go big? Would he want to go big? Full toss, missing it all together there, the wicket keeper. We have seen him giving some advices there, but he'll be really very careful not to drop the ball. Another no ball there. Well, what is happening? Well, so many extras being added to the table already, 20 of them so far in the innings. We'll just try to pace himself. Just try ball to ball. Will not be thinking anything at the moment. Sai? Bowled it nicely. That's real. Another wide. There you go. Another wide. The idea is being right from him, but the execution has been the problem. Finally, he gets one in. He gets one. He was predominantly trying to just bowl this. In fact, over 10 balls bowled in the over so far. But yes, what a match it has been so far. And another wide. The umpire is just getting a lot of exercise today. Well, umpire, don't worry. The exercises are always there for you. Sai Krishna sponsors the exercises, it seems. Oh, what's happening there? Another wide. What is he really doing there? In fact, that's a no ball. Well, umpire is flexing his muscles. Well, is something in the offing for Vamshi now? Are we seeing the ball being dispatched out of the ground now? In fact, he has drawn himself back. It's always good. It's always good holding yourself back. Well, seems to be slight more problem with that. Well, when you're not bowling exactly regularly, this is what tends to happen. So, right decision from Sai there. There's already 14 runs being given away in the over. How important are these runs going to be? Especially every run is always important in the death. Stopper there. That's nicely played away for 4. That's really good batting there. Well, the bowler stopped, but the batsman was even more clever. He really stopped, picked his spot there. Well, in fact, 18 runs is the highest number of runs coming in the over. Well, the wickets might have fallen, but the aggression still there. The last ball of the night, the Sai is pushing himself back now. Oh, nicely struck. This will be taken. Yes, and finally so. That's a very good catch again. Diving forward there with the fielder. And finally, this over has ended and over has ended on a high. Again diving forward. We are seeing so many catching illustrations today. The young kids come to Abhiram to just see how the catching can be good. Well, appreciating everyone. Really very good catch that. Well, finally, a revenge taken. An off-spinner, always an off-spinner's delight. Dismissing a left-hander. 19 gone, 184 for it. Well, just another 2 wickets which remain. Well, 646. Well, on the hindsight, we were really thinking, well, this innings could have finished much earlier. But extras like this will always hurt you. And another 2 wickets remain. Jitin batting very, very nicely. He's picking up spots ideally. Batting exactly 11 in 7. They'll be really happy with somewhere more than 200. Predominantly, they would want to get somewhere closer to that. Nicely bowled straight. Yes, the wickets have been really falling at regular intervals, isn't it? The last 5 wickets falling just for 31 runs. In fact, talk about the wickets comparison. Yes, 131 for 4. They were at 50 runs. 5 wickets has fallen. And 1 over can really make a difference, isn't it? The last over did make a lot of difference. In fact, Sai after bowling after quite a while, in fact a long time, his tendencies of getting the ball slipping from his hand. There were no balls, there were wides, so many to savor, there were boundaries. That's locked away. Fielder, will he catch that? Back straight to him. But yes, they've really shown the agility, isn't it? The StriKers, the Pacers have really been fighting. Look at Look at when there is always that balance in the team. Well, irrespective of the stats, they have been simply outstanding. Rotating the strike, bringing about the runs, bringing about all that glory. Again, trying to go for the big one at the top of off. But yes, that big wicket of today's star, Ravi, was very, very important. In fact, personally for him as well, something to savor, isn't it? An innings like this will really shape his mettle, shape his mindset. And what will be the fielders learning from him? That control on the field. Are we going to see that Charishma as well from the spinners? Trying to slog that one. What a good over this. It was really good after, especially the last over going for over 18. Avinash makes his way to the crease. That's in the air. I believe this will be a catch. Two fielders underneath. There you go. The ball again dipping. The fielder not judging that catch, adding an insult to an injury. That's gone for 4. Well, the ball slightly stooping down there. Well, on the hindsight, the catching has been really very, very, very good today. But yes, the ball went slightly more dipping when it is falling exactly at an angle like that. Well, could he have taken that catch? Judgment not good there from the fielder. But he has gone for a boundary. 20 gone, 190 for 8. Well, in fact, they would really want to complete off. And finish off the innings here. The really good over, isn't it? Up till that point, only 6 runs which were being given away from Srinivas there. Proud man, bowling a very good over that. Especially in fact, Bhanu it is. Bowling a very, very good over. In fact, he was very expensive in the first spell of his. So another 11 balls. How many runs are we seeing? That's cleaned up. We're seeing a collapse. Well, 59 runs. In fact, 7 wickets have fallen. Bowl it straight. Well, a collapse. Once a settled batsman goes, there's a collapse like this. Collapse written all over it. The second time in the innings, the batsman has been cleaned up. The first one through the gate. Now attacking the stumps. The batsman will definitely try for this. Well, that one over, isn't it? That 18-run over changed a lot in the innings. Last over. But on the hindsight, could have been somewhere. The score might have been lurking around 172. The last man in to the batting crease. So though you might not have got 60s, 70s, 20s, 30s, they have been really going about their job quite well here. Srinivas, 16. That solidarity has been really maintained from him. Has been really very, very clever. The openers have been quite solid today. They really laid that foundation, especially that start they got. That 60-run partnership was so important. So even on the contrary, we'll expect the same thing from the openers. So last wicket, Siddhant on strike. They had a fielder. But more towards that short square leg. Well, are we seeing Yorkers? Are we seeing the spinners turning into Bumrahs? He just has to do nothing. He just has to bowl it straight. There you go. That's another no ball. Well, exercise, bloats and bounce for the umpire today. Well, on the verge of just exactly sticking to one line, the bowlers are being definitely pressurized, isn't it? Bowling only one line and bowling exactly. Oh, that's another wide there. The 25th extra in the innings. Well, you don't want to get decimated, isn't it? Just exactly bowl wicket to wicket. That's a bowler. That's what the bowler will ideally be trying to do. Whereas the runs will always be very important. That's through the wicket keeper again. All the runs will bite the dust. They're all like gold at the moment. 2 more to the tally. Score moving on to 195. So yes, a very good scorecard. I was really talking an inspiring 64 from Ravi. But Krishna will be, as we were really discussing, will be really very disappointed with the way he has got out. MSK was in superb touch. The way he has hit those sixes was in magnificent form. And a 53-run partnership, that is what you ideally set to do. Just missed there, the batsman just trying to play all around that. Attacking the stumps. You call the OG like that, that's a bye again. Well, one partnership changes a lot in a lot of things, isn't it? 53. You're really striking big again. Ravi, was it the ideal time for him to go big? But the muscle memory is the instinct which he really has to control. At that point of time, he fell. The last ball of the 21. An ideal line which the spinners always target. Ask the batsman to cut, and they always have the third man, or in fact a wider gully in place. Asking the batsman to hit in air. A composed and a cool over this. 196 for 9 from Revanth. Only 6 runs being given away in the over. Again, the extras have been a real talking point. In fact, over 30 extras in the match. Well, who could have imagined? Well, 8 no balls. In fact, all out of the 8 no balls, 4 no balls came in the over number 18. So what a magnificent ground. This is a superb ground, as I was really discussing. So much flora around us, covered with good trees. This is what you expect with cricket grounds. Always great living, great expectations. Well, if you're playing cricket in this much peaceful weather, a great and sumptuous things was to say. But are we hearing a crack of the bat from Srinivas? He has held the innings together. He's up for the finale. 16 in 15, Srinivas. And Manoj it will be to bowl the final. And that's banged away. Yes, he's rotating the strike. Yes, that's 2 for him. That's really good running there. It's really, really good running. But yes, the runs have been contained. In fact, the first 10 overs, they're really scoring well. In fact, 12, they were 107. They'll be really very, very proud. 107 for 2 at one stage. But the way they have bounced back, 72 runs, and in fact 7 wickets has fallen, and wicket keeper again poor from him, that has gone through his legs. And it's a bye there, says the umpire. The last 4 balls coming up. A score on to 199. That's nicely played away. They'll want to go back for 2. No. Yes, whenever you're inching towards a milestone, don't take a risk. 200 is up for the spinners. Oh, what a good effort. Sorry, for the Pacers. What a good effort from them. Although the wickets have fallen, they were really working hard to achieve this milestone and unleash today. But we are all in a way. Sunil really needed another 43 runs today. I believe he's in the spinners team. Just another 18, in fact 43 runs he needs. Well, he needs to bat really well if they are really wanting to chase this target. So taking off the helmet, will Jitin try to go for the glory? Well, you know what happens once that helmet is out, they'll try to become the heroes, the batsmen. Manoj end with a 3 for. He has been superb. Especially the last 3 over. The first 2. That's gone for 4. Yes, take the helmet. Call me hero. Thank you, commentator, says Mr. Jitte. That's gone nicely away for 4. And once you're on the shorter side, the batsman will penalize you like that. Well, Manoj is a very good comeback spell. First 2 overs, he went for over 21 and given away 8 runs and is taking 2 wickets. The last ball of the innings coming up. Yes, good bowling. The over ends with a dot. Oh, what a magnificent comeback from the spinners this. Well, on the hindsight was appearing, the score would have gone over 214, restricting the opposition to 204. In fact, 8 wickets have fallen in the back half. And over number 13 to 22, they were really very, very good. But the extras have been the cause of the concern. In fact, 10 extras out of that 5 no balls have been really effective. The Pacers putting up a very commanding total on the board. Then with 204. It will be really interesting this chase. from the spinners. They were slow, and are we seeing rush with the bat? Time will only tell. 205 is what they need to win. We'll come back and analyze this match after a pretty short break. Don't go away.
Sir, bye.
Well, we are back on air. The Pacers needing to chase a very stiff target, but on the hindsight, they would have been really thinking at one point of time the target could have gone over 215. But yes, we know each run is very important in cricket. So that's what they exactly did. In fact, the spinners team, corrections. The Pacers, we ideally see this from them. They're running in Sunil Sammal, who makes his way to the crease. In fact, 5,700 runs for Sunil, a very good strike rate. We have seen him play a number of leagues. Sunil, that's a good ball. That's a very good ball. Well, extras have been the real talking points, isn't it? They'll be really wanting to correct that today. Real corrections is what... Well, real corrections, real improvements is what will really make you different as a bowler. But yes, very good start. This is a very, very good start from Sushil. Bowling those Yorkers, yes, bowling it full. Bowling it really full. But from both these batsmen, ideally we have seen the batsman absolutely standing side on. All the spinners bowling high arm actions. We have not seen the ball turn that much. And the hold will be very nice. So the target is really chaseable. We know in the last few matches, 197 has been the highest target which has been chased. So 1 gone, 3 without a wicket. So 1 gone, 3 without a wicket. So the start will be so important. Talk about that start. It was a wonderful start between the openers today, Ravi and Krishna. They were in simply ominous touch. Especially Krishna, the way he was batting in the first few overs. They really need to show that medal as a batsman for you. The wrist snap now. You'll definitely see this. The wrist snap. Very, very interesting. The bowler definitely goes for that wrist snap. So Avinash, it will be into the bowling crease. Well, they would want to be... yes, the ball is holding its line. That's a wide there. Today that exercise has been bang on for the umpires. This is what you ideally expect from the Pacers startup. They'll be more outside the off stump, making the batsman exactly challenge that outside edge. Well, you as a bowler, you're very good when you know where the off stump is. But they're definitely trying to hold the line, try to get the ball to hold its line, especially predominantly from the middle stump. Will they even try to attack the pads of the batsman? So yes. The ball swinging away. These are very good lines. These are really very, very good lines. So yes, the fast bowlers in cricket snap their wrist to act as a fine lever, isn't it? So significantly increasing the ball space and providing a better control over its trajectory. So again, we talk about the straight wrist snap and the wrist snap. With Ajit Agarkar had a wrist snap which is coming exactly from 11 o'clock and which predominantly allowed that outswing for him. Whenever he has been fuller, he has been absolutely magnificent, Ajit Agarkar. So his stance as well will be one of the talking points, especially when the bowlers snap that wrist. Can they exactly crouch the batsman here? So this action is a crucial part of the kinetic change, a sequence of movements from the lower body to the fingertips that generates maximum pace. Oh, that's bashed away. That will be the first boundary. Yes, it does. The more closer you're bowling to the bowler doesn't get to the batsman, the more devastating he can get for you. This is already illustrated in the first innings. What a good timing, and he has earned his first boundary there. Just lording the way the bowler was bowling really nicely outside the off stump, getting the ball to swing. This time was slightly fuller, given the width. And Sunil often running a senior batsman. It's a very good strike rate and you don't want to give him that width. But again, a high backlift again that Sunil has got. But predominantly with the bowler want to try in those Yorkers. Well, we normally talk about the batsman's backlift slightly opening up when the bowler exactly delivers that ball. So yes, more like Rahul Tripathi there. That's in the air. The fielder will just hold on. That's gone over for 6. That's gone over for 6. He was exactly stationed at sweeper cover there. For the very slight chance. You have to take chances like this. Well. The spinners, they really took very good catches. That is what you really want to learn from the opponent. Observe. Key aspect, one of the key aspects of the field. First 6, followed by a boundary. A good carry through to the wicket keeper there. So really considering himself unlucky, Avinash, going away for 13 where he had to go only for 6. 2 gone, 17. In fact, that's a wide there, I believe. So he's getting into a very good position, isn't it? Absolutely side on, the trigger movement absolutely back and across. There's not much trigger movement that this man has. But all the front foot weight transfer, exactly on the front foot. That's the lead. That's the reason he's exactly able to generate those strokes. So this would have been, well, the fielder was in the inner ring. Well, if it would have been timed, the guy would have gone over the fielder. That would have gone for 6. But 2 gone, 17 for no loss. Well, 2 gone, 17 without loss. The wrist snap and the kinetic chain is exactly a biochemical concept where the body is viewed as a series of interconnected rigid segments. There are the joints, the muscles. The muscles are very important, isn't it? A slight bounce there. So yes, the kinetic chain. The bowler, it is very important, especially for the pacer. All those joints definitely act in. When you're running in, the joints will play a very pivotal role. Again, when you're releasing it, you just have to release it in a very right direction. It involves a proximal distance transfer of the energy. And that's absolutely right. That's in the air there. And that's gone. That's an easy catch. Well, once the fielder drops the catch, not to be for the second time. The errors won before, so all the time, says the fielder there. Well, was going for that. Anuj was really going for that, isn't it? Well, Sunil was timing so brightly. Well, Anuj said, why not me? Again, bottom of the bat. Well, he was really disappointed. Well, could have definitely got his eye in, isn't it? Was just trying to break his shackles. Was the batsman there? 2 in 4. That was a very predominant reason where he would have really been trying to go for that big one. Is the way you run in, it definitely acts as a motor unit to produce those movement. The way you run in, especially for the bowler, the way you run in, especially that the back foot and the front foot contact really form a kinetic chain. The movement for a bowler really very important. The movement at the moment for the Pacers team, so good. The lines, especially in the last over, are absolutely outstanding to watch. The ball was swinging away. He was hitting the good radar, good arc, and exactly where he kept the fielder. There was a catch produced. Really positive points as far as Avinash was concerned in the last over. On the hindsight, we were thinking where he has gone over 14, but yet there was almost a wicket for him. Well, the downfall of Anuj brings in Nishud into the batting crease. Well, Nishud, a very senior statesman. Have a look at that average. A fantastic average, 42.5. Yes, and a slightly more experienced side. This 42.5, 43 averages, strike rate of over 141. And inside edge there. So yes, the batsmen will predominantly not try to just play with the hard hands. They know they're chasing a very stiff target. But yet they'll want to definitely get the strike. They'll definitely want to get the eye. They'll definitely want to get themselves inside. Get the eye in, sorry. Trying to go for the big one there. Trying to really go for the big one. We've already seen the ball rushing through the gate. But yes, yesterday we have seen in one of the matches how brilliant the bowlers were. The RR Map Marvels in the HBPL. Bowlers were very different. They bowled it exactly above the island, exactly above the spinners. The spinners, in fact the Pacers, can they employ bowling those slow balls? They will definitely not want to play the cross-batted hike Sunil. So just trying to play. Well, just trying to play on the up. Sunil there, with trying to be destructive. He's trying to play with some hard hands there, and the stroke was clearly very, very telling. So can he slightly ease up? Sunil, the last ball of the third coming, and there you go. There you go, swiping at that one. The outfield pass, in fact, 3 fielders, will they have a chance? Good athleticism shown up, very good football skills there. Well, cricket always employs versatility. And there you go, fielder with a lot of versatility being shown. 3 gone, 20 for 1. A really very good effort again. A really very good effort again. Well, Gandhi, he's very peaceful, a staunch follower. Will not give up till the end, says Gandhi. So that kinetic chain is exactly discussing is running in very, very nicely, this bowler. Exactly, and there you go, snapping the rail. That's nicely rolled his wrists across. Gandhi will have no chance. Gandhi will have absolutely no chance there. It's a very good stroke. Again, how fine he has played that. He has beautifully played that. Oh, what a good stroke that was. It was a fantastic stroke that. Well, rolling the wrists, very, very, very important. The ball slightly more hurried onto him. That was from Nishud there. Oh, free flowing into the bat, high back lift. We always talk about. Just dismissed it from his presence. The first 6. All these sixes were really lacking in the Pacers innings in the first half. But the spinners, we are fierce strikers, says Nishud. Well, the bowler would definitely have been woken up for that. The real length will be real interesting component here. He was shot being clean with a clean hit into the crowd. Nicely driven away. He's looking in really good touch, isn't it? Well, once those boundaries go, once the sixers go, well, back to back, a 4 and a 6. Simply superb to watch, especially the pull, the way he rolled his wrists. And after that, wonderful soft hands, isn't it? A lot of bottom hand in that shot. Well, versatility. We really see only few players. And Nishud is one of them who is very versatile. That's nicely played away. Well. Was looking to roll his wrist as well. Again, that misfield there. And the fielder covering a lot of ground there. In fact, that was not gone for a 4. We're just closing the face of the bat there. But what a good over this. We're seeing some smacking strikes in the over. Four gone, 34 for 1. Well, we have seen belligerence alongside distraction in the over. Well, belligerence for the way the batsman has rolled his wrists, but the aggression, the way he has smacked that away for 6. So 4 gone, 34 for 1. The Royal StriKers CD spinners. They've started really very well. They required exactly over 9.5. Well, they need to really get in some tight overs from here. Well, 2 senior statesmen. Well, Sai, he really knows he's a very dexterous player. That man, he himself is a very accomplished batsman. Over 500 wickets for him. Has won so many matches. So yes, really knows how to set up the teams. So senior batsmen averaging like this. Really good to get all these insights. Well, Sunil is a very hard hitter. Just shown what Sunil can do for you with that 6. In fact, 25, 75, 75 in 50. The strike rate has been a very good strike rate of 134. So that's a good Yorker, that. In fact, he has been not out in the last few innings he has played. So someone who really plays cricket very nicely. He has travelled to different grounds. And yes, 95% of the grounds will have very flat tracks. So he'll be definitely acclimatized to lot of grounds. But yes, the form has been something for Sunil as well to concentrate. Only 1 half century, in fact, in the last few innings, he has got starts. He has really got starts. What he'll look to do is really keep himself very busy. And again, misfields. Well, misfields will not cost you anything. But they'll be very expensive for the batting team. That's gone for 4 more. Again in front. The batsmen have been very good. Nishud again leading into the drive there. Well, the stride is always good for the taller batsman. What a shot that was in front of cover. Magnificent timing from the bat of Nishud. He's looking dangerous. 18 in 8 at the moment. Edged away. Luck. Well, however the runs come, they'll be very happy. Well, runs can come in any form. You ask Nishud to play anywhere, he is playing it at the moment. He's toying with the field. Well, he can play towards long off, he can play towards cover. Well, luck is as well favouring him. What else can the bowler do? Well, he's just swiping away some wonderful shots from Nishud's bat. They're striking at 244 at the moment. Edge there. You bowl a good ball, you get a boundary. You bowl a bad ball, I'll punish. Well, can a batsman get this much luckier, isn't it? Well, when everything is in synchronity, life is always on high for the batsman. And at the moment, he's riding luck. Nishud, he's riding luck alongside versatility. Nishud, 26 in fact. Quick 26 in 10 balls. Striking at 260. That's banged away. Fielder will just watch. That's wonderful fielding. We are seeing the fielder watch with some brilliance in the field. Again, that legs. Just telling how important are the legs for everyone. A superb and a productive over this. After a quick fall of wicket. 49 for 1 after 5. In fact, 48 for 1 after 5. Clicks and no Well, in fact, he banged that away, showing his glory. Now waited for the ball. Just wider of the mid-on. And 50 is up. Whenever we are back on air, we are always seeing some mesmerizing strokes. Well, Sunil, I believe Nishud does not want the ball. He's absolutely dismissing away from his presence. His presence absolutely rich at the moment. The last one, he just banged it away. Courtesy, take that the bowler. We have already seen him bang away with that 6 over long on. This is mesmerizing stuff from Nishud. Well, everyone can ridicule what is really happening, but Nishud will only ridicule about the thing in the present. We always ridicule about the things of the past, but Nishud is ridiculing the things about the present. The things about his present, it's the batsman's affair, batsman's brilliance. Oh, that's 4! No, in fact, I feel there. In fact, that was smashback. That was really smashback. That was struck at a rate of knots there. What wonderful shots we have seen. The shot wider of cover, the shot which was banged away down the ground. It just drilled it past the fielder. Well, those hands, the way he's just clubbing the ball down the ground, absolutely outstanding to watch. Well, will the angle change the fortunes? No, angle doesn't. Angle doesn't change the fortunes. But Nishud is surpassing everyone. Has gone for 4 more from his bat. Oh, you ball in which, you ball in any angle, you change the angle. You bowl at me, I'll not spare you. Well. The partnership is quickly surmounting. What a shot that one. The way he has lent into the drive. Wonderful bat flow. And double quickly he went into the boundary. The dog as well. The little puppy enjoying on the ground. It really is enjoying Nishud's stroke play. This is absolutely terrific batting, a humongous batting this. Nice bounce there, really nice bounce. The way he's punching, he's really bagging a punch in his shots. The last ball of the 6th coming up, in fact. What a healthy power play along for the spinners and the pacers. He's really wanting to finish off fast at the moment, Nishud. And inside edge, that's true. The wicket keeper there again, just wanting to slap away. He has been very strong, something back of the length. Well, from where is that wicket coming? What length will they get the wicket? But at the moment, Nishud with some stellar shots. 6 gone, a very healthy power play. Nishud has scalped 40 out of that. 61 for 1 after 6. Well, that was banged away. That was banged away. That is gone for 4. Fielders, better don't try. Save your legs. But as long as I am in the crease, the boundaries will flow like this. Well, as I was just talking about Nishud and the highlights of the first 6 overs, Nishud just every shot I hit is a highlight. He's gone on to 44 in 18. A double quick time. What an impact he has created in a very short time. Muscling the ball to all the paths. He welcomes Siddhant with a boundary too. That's stand and deliver for you. Weird then, that's pummeled away for 4. Strong hit from Nishud. He's wanting to finish off in style. Well, 136 in 94. The more and more you give me pace, the more and more you give me in my strong zones, I'll become even more stronger and devastating. Nishud on 48 in 19 will be the fastest half century of the match. Sensible from Nishud. Very sensible from Nishud. The bowler should really understand. Well, as far as he's being straighter and full, Nishud is not doing anything. But once it is more wider of the off stump, that hands of him absolutely being deceptive. Back of the length, he has slapped away the balls for 4. 49 in 20. Well, Sunil as well. 17 in 13. What a partnership. This already a destructive partnership. He's just playing like India. Attack is the best form of defense. Believe these two. India as well, we see this is a new trend that the Indian batsmen have adopted. Beat the opposition out of the game. Beat in chase. Beat while you play. That's another wide down the leg side. Yes, another wide down the leg side. In fact, this is the 35th time, I believe, that the umpire has raised his hands. Well, in fact, more than 20 wides already delivered in the match. The bowlers will be really very careful. Understanding all, analyzing those lines. Yes, Sunil will as well not hold back deep. Into the crowd for a 6. It's looking absolutely beautiful in the floodlights. Well, that decorating innings is... Well, it has been absolutely cakewalk for these two batsmen. Sunil as well joins in on the party. Well, flamboyant batting these. Absolutely flamboyant stuff this from Sunil. Very sensible, isn't it? Just punching it. Well, absolutely no help for the bowlers from the pitch. But the batsmen, they're really, this is absolute top-notch skill from the batsmen. So 77 for 1 already. In fact, 4, 6. Oh, that is even more bigger. The over will end on a high. It touches the grass banks. And they're just toying with the bowling. And they have won everyone's heart. Sunil as well moves on to 29 with the 6. 7 gone, 83 for 1. Well, Jitin, we were really lauding the way he has held the innings. Well, Jitin, you might have hit 18, but thank you for giving me runs, says Sunil. But yes, it has been Nishud. It has been Nishud. What an innings. He has been just playing like a shooter. Well, scouting talent wherever you are. You want a batsman of a class and temperament? Come to Abhiram. You'll definitely find a batsman in form of Nishud. You can find a batsman for your auction. Well, Nishud says batting. In fact, scoring runs is the only option for him now. Well, they're not leaving any bowlers. They're absolutely not leaving any bowlers. Siddhant to continue. 2 overs, none for 36 so far. Yes, that's it. Dragging it away, and he has reached to a wonderful half century there. Nishud, pure destruction, class. And he has pummeled the opposition in a magnificent fashion. Yes, he raises his bat. What a 50 it has been from him. You call a shot in his book, and there has not been one shot. There has been scoring runs to all the parts of the ground. Yes, that is 4. That is 4. Well, Nishud, I'll not hold back, buddy. I'll reach you. Why should you only hold all the laurels? Well, you might have got already a half century, in fact. Well, both these are competing in form of boundaries. Well, Sunil, 2 4s, 3 6s. He's looked in stylish touch. Well, they've made batting look absolutely easy. Well, Pacers, you bowl at how much of a pace you want, we'll hit you in double quick time. Sunil, yes, that muscle memory, isn't it? The batsman will not hold back. What an innings. It has been a pure innings. An innings of pure class from Sunil. Sorry, in fact, from Nishud. Back of the length, the way he has been dismissive, the way he has been swinging through the line, playing on the top of the bounce. Brilliant to watch. That's banged away. Look at how the ball has quickly gone. Well, as far as these two are in the crease, very, very destructive. But right from the word go, he has been very, very destructive, this man. 43 already he has accumulated in that power play issue. The control really tells you as a batsman, he's been batting at a very different league. Easy, very sensible. Again opening the face of the bat there. All that is timing for you. This is class batting from Nishud. Oh, where that should have been single. Wow, 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 wow. All hats off to the way he's been batting. Showed the direction, that's it. Well, Nishud, what have you got in your hands? Just give us all the tips and tricks. We'll learn from you. Well, we have seen Nishud, how wonderfully he can time the shots in the air. But along the ground, splendid to watch from Nishud. The angle, the positions he's been getting into, absolutely stellar to watch. Nicely worked away. Well, Sunil says, I'll crash into the wicket keeper, not giving my wicket. Oh, what another cracking over this. This is entertainment at a very top notch. 8 gone, 94 for 1. Well, they are in a hurry to finish off the match. And Vamshi, the experienced bowler, comes into the bowling crease. Well, 6.92 that economy rate of Vamshi. Easy someone who's really diminishing from here on. What an innings, what an outstanding partnership this has been. We've got everything loaded in that. Sunil has looked stylish, Nishud has looked devastating. Especially the last boundary, just punched it. And we have seen the ball slightly being sliced at an angle. The fielder at third man had absolutely no chance. In fact, that deep back foot point had absolutely no chance. The way it was timed was absolutely incredible. Nishud has only said one thing. Captain, you change or employ any field, I'll not definitely hold. This is what the control of the batsman says. The confidence he has been batting with, simply superb to watch. Very agile on the way he has been batting, especially back of the length. The shots he has hit, all 3 sixes which have come, especially back of the, in fact 2 sixes come back of the length. The way he has slapped those, the body has looked still, the head has looked still, very clear in his stroke making. So once you're batting with a strong intent, you look very clear like this. Sai Krishna, on the contrary, would be smiling, would be roaring at the moment. That's banged away. Fielder will just no. In fact, straight to the fielder this time. But they'll want to go back for 2. No. But Sunil on 34 of 19. 2 fours, 3 sixes. Well, in fact, Sunil was dropped once. An expensive drop, isn't it? Once you are dropping a batsman of that caliber, it is always going to hurt you. The 2 seniors taking the game away from the opposition. Well, just made the chase look very easy. The ball coming onto the bat quite nicely. Oh, what a ball again, squaring him up there. Just trying to hit straight. An angle always into the batsman, so tough. That is the reason I was talking about Vamshi having a very, very good economy rate. Sunil, as he's really said, a hard hitter. Vamshi, an aspirational innings. An aspirational bowler, almost cut the batsman into half there. Well, predominantly plays more 50 over innings, so really knows how to bowl, especially in the power play. He's getting the ball to slightly swing in away, a good high arm. Oh, that's hit in front of square. It's timed very, very nicely. Well, Vamshi 2 overs, none for 12. That economy has been on a very good side. In fact, he has 1 maiden in one of the matches. 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 26. So it'll be very, very, very important. The dot ball frequency has been really good, but boundaries as well have been really contrary. That's banged away! Vamshi, possess whatever you have. Bring in all the stats, but I'll make it look even more special. This just humbling the bowler here. Leaning into the drive once more. A stellar way to bring up the 100. This is a master at work. A master at work, Nishud. Well, the name has it all, Nishud. Pristinity. And this is pristine timing. The 100 has raised already. Magnificent stuff from Nishud. The commentator is running out of all the vocabulary with the man playing such fine strokes. Well, in fact, a fielder at deep cover point, at a deep back foot point in place. Well, he's making the batting look so easy. Yes! That's big, elegant, and superb! Well, he's making everyone cry out! Pavilion lo nunchi vinnam, abba Bani! The sound of the bat was absolutely peaching to watch. Well, we know a salamander camouflages, but this man is camouflaging with his strokes. What a neat strike into the crowd. Yes, sensible, that's it. This is how cricket is played, easy. Well, dismiss Nishu, dismiss me. He's just throwing the challenge to the opposition. Dismiss me, then you're saved. Well, resurgence from Nishud. Another over costing 13. 1 at 7 for 1. After 9. Well, what batting. What brilliant batting. We have seen batting at absolute god level frequency. He's frequently been hitting those boundaries. A master has been at work. Well, come in and learn all the basics of batting. Nishud will be really proud of this innings. 98 in 78. Well, all the commitments you have. He has only one commitment on the field today. He's been absolutely humbling the bowling with his mesmerizing batting. He's stupendously timed the ball. Well, Nikit it is. Well, Nikit on strike. Nikit to start of the bowling. Nishud on 67 in 27. He's rushing towards that 100. That's nicely played away. But yes, the bowlers have been absolutely inobservant, isn't it? Slightly more back of the length. He has been rotating the strike. But yes, they have been bowling to his strength. Once you're bowling to the batsman's strength, it is always easy for him to accumulate runs. Well, MSK would definitely be watching because that has been a part of his innings as well. The way he has been striking sixes. MSK won 6. His name too. But sixes several from these two. Sunil, that's flicked away. A wonderful flick of the wrists. What batting this has been. This has been simply outstanding batting. Well, let us have a record. Have a look at the record of Sunil. Pace. He has been averaging over 140 with a brilliant strike rate and an average of 57. Can they just bring in that spinner? He only has 57. That's nicely played away. Is this going into the gap? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Please, laud me once more. The more and more you praise, the more and more I hit. Says Nishud, once more rolling his wrists. Absolutely perfect. Short arm jab. In front of square, easy. Says Nishud. Well, everyone were wondering. They would have definitely not expected this. Well, once in a lifetime innings, you'll see. The 200, everyone thought at this stage, somewhere around 80 or 90, the match would have been competitive on conventional side. In front of square, there in front of square. Fielder will be straight to him. The captain would be really wondering what has really happened. Isn't it just nightmare? When the batsman is just striking at a rate of knots like this, his juggernaut it has been. Nishud and Sunil have been unstoppable. Their partnership slowly progressed to 97 now. What a partnership this has been. Sunil on to 36. That's four, yes! That's over the jumping fielder. Fielder, you jump in vain. But the boundaries will reign, says Sunil. I can personally hear my voice resounding. It is resounding from Sunil's bat too. He moves on into the 40s. Well, 87 in 73. What shots these? These are absolutely outstanding shots these. Swiping it all across. Well, missed that, Sunil. Well, all the overs going over 10. Well, in fact, 42 runs being smashed in the last 3. 10 gone, 118 for 1. Well, me alongside the cameraman, he himself is an organizer, just wants to see how wonderful has the innings been. Mr. Cameraman, please tell me, how has the innings been? Well, he says everything was so superb to watch that he has absolutely no words. What great sides is, great sides for the fast bowlers, so in fact for the spinners. They've returned that collapse stories, in fact from the over number 13 to 22, and after that if the batsman plays like this, just spirits unleashed. Well, under the floodlights, everything was calm. Before in the first innings, I was mentioning there was a storm to come by just before a silence. And it's been NS storm, Nishud Sunil storm. Especially Nishud on 73. Vamshi it will be to continue. Well, Vamshi, he squared up Sunil, I believe. He almost cut him into half. That was very closer to the off stump. But what are the lengths he'll ideally target? Again, averaging 57 Sunil against the Pacers. Again, that wonderful flick of the legs. Wonderful wrists that have been involved in the last shot too. Yes! Where will the fielder catch? No! He'll see it on the grass banks. You bowl to my strength, and that's towering jolt for a 6. Well, clean swing. Pristine. What a neat swing there. Wonderful swing of the bat. Well, Nishud has all the honors. All the honors turning into accolades. Once more, that's slapped away. Well, hallucinations, isn't it? If one ball goes for a boundary, we always think that every ball goes out of the ground. But now it's up to Sunil now. He's on 40. 14-24. Nishud has been batting on another planet. 18-32. Well, the required rate got down to 6.8. Yes! Yes! I will as well tell one Nishud. Don't worry, mate. Don't worry, mate. Competition is very healthy between us. What a shot once more. Nishud Sunil. He might have missed in the last over, but he is not disappointing now. Well, Sunil with that completes a magnificent 6,000 career runs. That's slapped away for 4. Dangerous. Well, Sunil says he's the dangerous. Dances down the wicket to bring up to a fine half century from him. What a half century it has been. 15-25. Take a bow. Well, it was Nishu's special. Now it is Sunil's destruction. A batsman can dominate like this. Wow. Simply brilliant. Well, slower or faster. Once more for 6. He's picking directions. He's picking directions and humbling the bowlers. Well, he's as well testing my skills. He's testing the commentator's skills and synonyms. Commentator, bring in all the accolades you have. Bring in whatever you have in your bounty. What a shot this was. This was awesome shot. He slapped that down the ground. We've seen Nishu do that. But this time dances down and slightly slicing it at an angle over cover. What a shot. It was tremendous batting from these two. Well, definitely I'll make all the youngsters watch the video. If the destruction can be like this, they're batting on another planet. Well, this is planet Earth. No, they say this is planet NS. Trying to hit that one. We have seen this from Sunil time in, time out. But have a look at that. After 11, 141 have been accumulated. And there's only 64 in another 67 balls. Eleven gone, 141 for 1. Well, we are back on air, 148 for 1. Just discussing how he has been slapping the ball down the ground. One has been slicing the ball, one has been mastery of hitting the shots on the up. Well, when there are masters in making, you just have to salute the resilience. Yes! And he takes it. Well, what an innings! This is an amazing innings, this. What a batting, yes! He'll finish off Sunil. He'll receive a standing ovation, Sunil, yes. He hurdles off fast. He has looked in fearless touch. Sunil is gone. Sunil is gone for a well-deserved half-century. Well, they really needed this wicket. Captain will be hugely relieved. Well, he's turning the bat just like a sword at the point of contact. And that's the reason he's able to generate that maximum power. Powerful innings from Sunil comes to an end. Well, just salute to an absolutely resilient innings. Captivating and pitching from Sunil. Yes. The second wicket gone. Sai makes his way to the crease, the captain. Well, 491 matches, an experienced campaigner, this man. Well, Nishud on 83, 56 in 58. Well, he has been a one-man army, but what a huge wicket. Sunil, 61 in 39, but the fielder taking a very good catch. They'll be hugely relieved to see the master being departed back. That's in the air. Sai as well is prepared, and that's... Oh, there you go. There you go. What has happened there? Sai as well would have been dismissed of the first ball. While trying to bang that away, well, he was just trying to launch the long levers, isn't it, Sai? But the 150 is up. The fielders at home can definitely understand. Isn't it? They would have got one back on the other. The only way they're getting wickets, in fact, winning a match is getting wickets from here on. The Pacers team. Well, a RoyAle strike! No! Yes! Yes, what a catch! This was coming low. Well, he looked helpless for a moment, but no, he is immediately up on his feet. Nishud is dismissed for 83. Well, we were talking about how captivating innings. Again, this was coming in at an angle in the air. It was hit flat, stooping down. Taking a very fine catch, the fielder there. Well, Manoj taking a very smart catch here. But Nishud will just sign off with a fantastic innings. 83 in 37. What an innings. This has been a sound of a high-class innings from a high-class player. One brings two, a double strike in the over. Will this be a game-changing over? But again, it was travelling flat. Again. The ball just changed its direction with the air. It stooped down. It was a magnificent effort from the fielder. A superb judgment on the field. Well, in fact, all the 6 catches today, all the judgment on the boundary has been top class from the two teams. Well, all the hostility has been shown, isn't it? This is a superb effort from Manoj. Nishud signs off with an absolutely extravagant innings. 83 in 37, 150 for 3. 150 for 3. Deepak makes his way to the crease. Well, 55 in 56. Well, he has got 2 wickets in the over, not to be a hat-trick. But yes, can he get those wickets? But what will be the muscle memory of the batsman from here? Well, would have be on the hindsight, would have thought this match would have ended just in time. But as cricket says, as it has always been, it will definitely change its course. Now the course has changed to the Pacers team. Nicely driven away, played it with soft hands. Else I would have definitely woken up after being dropped there. But what an innings. It's men like Sunil, it's men like Nishud who make cricket such a wonderful game. Oh, what a wonderful over from Jitin. He's got the big Q in the over. 151 for 3 after 13. The cricket is absolutely power packed as well after this match. 151 for 3. What an over that. Well, just got with that catch. Manoj has lifted all the spirits up in the team. You have just seen the sixes, the boundaries flow like a river. But as the innings was just going away, with a very smart catch, Manoj has lifted the instincts of the team. Are we seeing something else? That's a wide down the leg side there, yes. But yes, cricket, it's a fantastic game, isn't it? Suddenly, see that yes, in the middle of the right now, in the middle of the day, you open this to see Manoj's catch. You open this, that's nicely played away. Especially the slices with which sixes were hit from Sunil. Brilliant to watch. I've seen Sunil personally play some magnificent shots, magnificent knocks all throughout Hyderabad. That is what active cricketers do for you. Consistency will be the key for them. So because somewhere your next match is already ready on your mind, and next ball, Sai as well is ready. What is on his mind? That's a wide down the leg side there. So one moment, that one big thing you want to get right this time. He got that catch right, Manoj. In fact, a good over, in fact, from Srinivas, the last one. One moment, so tell us, what are you working on this match? Not the next, but this. They're working on winning. Nicely bowled there. Making Sai play on the front foot. Can they absolutely have a slip here? A nice upright seam. A good seam position this man has got. Played it all around. Well, Sai after playing a long gap. We've just seen a hurricane which has been stagnant in the ground. Well, the stage was absolutely set for an incredible match, isn't it? What an incredible match this has been so far. Well, ready for action. We are proud to announce. Well, they will be very proud to announce seeing the back of two important batsmen. Are we seeing a change? Yes, we have seen a slight change in the momentum in the last 2 overs. Just trying to help it along its way towards fine leg, only to find the fielder. He's looking in very good touch. He's looking in very good touch at the moment. Nicely played away. They're playing it quietly. They know the match is in their hands. That's nicely driven there. Just following the ball there from Deepak. Nice and elegant drive in that. So 14 gone, 159 for 3. Well, 159 for 3. What good overs. The last 2 overs have been absolutely outstanding. Well, the next team is all in readiness for the match to gear up. Our cameraman, Mr. Raju, is in charge of the tournament next. He'll be really enjoying himself. And we as well have got a great sight to see. We were treated to absolute class batting. But talk about the man on my left towards long off. High fielder taking a very good catch, Mr. Manoj. He has just ensured the match. He's in a very stable position. Lifting the spirits up at the last moment. Well, chasing on this ground has always been something to say. It's absolutely been easy. 197 in fact has been chased very successful on this ground. Avinash, I believe it will be 2 overs, none for 28. It was absolutely expensive. Siddhant, 3 overs, none for 44. Wrapped on the pad. No, wrapped on the pad. That would have missed the leg there. Well, where do most of us lose focus, says Cricket Heroes. Not on the delivery, but in fact, and as nicely squeezed away. In fact, straight to the fielder. So it says, not on the delivery, but between them rushing back to the crease, thinking about the last ball. And they are just ensuring that a strike is being rotated at the moment. Well, Sai, in fact, was sitting back then seeing those bowlers of his first ball, did lose his concentration. The cricket has been absolutely top notch. It has been going at the rate of knots wherever you take. That's a good Yorker, a fine fuller length from Avinash. The bowlers have always have these second impressions. At whatever point of time, they just get back. And Avinash at the moment is not losing focus. They're absolutely focused on this match. Never to rush away. It has been some time for these both batsmen. But once you have the settled batsman out, this is what really happens. You have seen the opposition collapse. 7 wickets that have fallen in the space of just 10 overs. There you go. That's in the air for you. That's in the air for you. Yes, number 4 goes down. Number 4 goes down. Well, in fact, the catch drop, huh? Oh, well, in fact, that was a catch drop there. In fact, a very easy one. Well, Sai was absolutely relaxed on the non-striker's end. Slower, and this time he helped it for 4. Yes. Yes, that's gone for 4. Well, Deepak was playing those handsome and elegant drives. When you give a lawful toss, he'll always greet and take it. 15 gone, 166 for 3. 166 for 3 after 15. A low full toss which was dispatched away towards the boundary. Well, that's beautifully punched from side there. Well, he as well is looking in good groove. But yes, this is what happens once you drop catches. It was an easy catch. The fielder went underneath there. On the hindsight, we were really thinking he was dismissed, the batsman. But these are the lives which are being presented to the batsman. But yes, they have been more on the stronger side today, the bowlers. The difference between the two sides has been that you don't want to really bowl onto the batsman's strength. That is where you ideally lose that focus. That's cut away. That's very neatly played there. Late cut. Another basics of exactly the time he has ideally got. Deepak has looked in very, very elegant touch. The way he has been absolutely playing on the front foot. Those drives, those punches. So important at any stage. But the match is not over yet. 38 in 41. The field rotating. That is what happens. That is what really happens. Once the settled batsmen get dismissed for you, it's always the upper hand for the bowling team. Well, Sai strikes! Sai strikes! An ideal time for him! Well, Sai strikes brilliantly. He just waited for there. Unleashes his big levers. Well, that's the fielder will just watch it sail over his head. Jitin just missed his length. Yes, he missed his length. The batsman didn't miss a shot. What a shot for 6. Full bat swing. Very neat, very neat, very elegant. And superior to watch. He has hoisted her out of the ground. What a fine stroke from Saidat. Oh, that's banged away. Well, this is what Sai brings to the table. That high class, the versatility, that real energy. Both are matching strength to strength. What a shot it was. What a shot it was. He broken those shackles. Just as the team RoyAle StriKers Pacers was getting into the match, he just struck it royally for 4. For 6 in fact. That's wide there. Although they have been disciplined, the ball has been coming onto the bat. Well, the batsman really enjoyed it. Thorough enjoyment was from the 2 batsmen out there. They've been quickly ascending. Now the target is below 30s. Trying to go for the big one. Was very closer to the off stump there. Jitin tried hard. He completes his 4. 176 for 3. 29 in 36. It will be really interesting. Sai, after getting that 6, what is he trying to do? It will be really interesting how Sai's career has progressed so far. He's 33 in 28, 14 in 18. Though he has been away from the game, well, not to be all these innings, just tell you 43 in 33. He is definitely a classic. That 6 was an absolute classic to watch. It was a treat to watch. This is what you get. Big batsmen, long levers. If they unleash some shots like this, simply something to savor. A savor. A great eye. A great feast to the eye, but today we have been absolutely retreated to some brilliant hitting. Well, everyone will bow their heads to Sunil and Nishud. Anuj was dismissed early, but after that, the way the innings has flown, it was an absolutely outstanding partnership. That it was going on the verge, 138 in fact, that partnership. Well, Sai strikes. The fielder doesn't take the catch. Doesn't take the catch once more. The difference between the two sides again. Catches win you matches. Catches win you matches. That's nicely played away. That's really nicely played away. Ah, there you go. No field. And very easily tucked away. This is what the batsmen ideally try to do, isn't it? Very smart from them. But once Virat Kohli as well very once said in one of the podcasts, I remember, cricket is not about just hitting. The T20 cricket ideally, you just have to rotate the strike, be smart whenever you're getting singles. That's how you're even getting runs. 26 in 34. Are we seeing a 6 from the bat of Deepak? 13-11. He already has a boundary to his name. Sai with a superb flamboyant 6 down the ground. But yes, he has been really good punching the ball, especially through the covers. But the hands have been absolutely so. Stride from the batsman, been really good. The sixes, the way they have hit, all the batsmen having good high back lift, a good bat swing. That is a predominant reason. Making the batsman drive there. They are constantly doing this. Sushil, 3 overs, 1 for 17, has only looked the lone warrior. But a sorry looking scorecard, isn't it? 3 overs, 1 for 13. Avinash, 3 overs, none for 34. Siddhant, 3 overs, none for 44. There the match has ended. 6 overs, 78 runs among them. But Sunil, he was dropped there and that's gone for 4. That will go for 4 undoubtedly. Look at the time he had here. All the time in the world, Deepak. So much time in the world. Just waits for the ball and helps it along the boundary for 4. Well, this is what the top bowlers do to you. Well, once that catch was dropped under the floodlights, as I really tell, it's always tough judging those catches. That sweeper was exactly stationed to take the catch, and that was their ideal thing. When the bowler retreats back, the ideal thing, isn't it? The fielder was exactly stationed on one of the ploys that the bowlers get, especially during the power plays of getting the batsman out. And it resulted in a 132-run partnership, which really took the game away. Well, that screamed through the offside. The fielder will just watch it go for a boundary. Well, boundary on 2 sides. Well, Deepak shining bright today. Well, 17 gone, 188 for 3. There's another 17 in 30 balls. Well, just another 17 in 30 will be interesting. What Sai has up his sleeve. Would he want to finish off the innings on a high? But the discipline, isn't it, on the ideal side? We have seen that. You have seen the very good discipline which was shown from the bowlers, especially the spinners in the middle. The wickets which have been really falling has been the real difference between the two sides. Though there have been very number of extras. Have a look at that. There have been only 7 extras. But yes, they have been not bowling onto the strengths. Never were they decimated at any point of time. This is what the internal matches will bring you. All the analysis. What are the mistakes? So the catches which went down. One big catch of Sunil which costed the team. And they were bowling to the batsman's strength especially. So once on a ground like this, when the pitches are flat, posting the score as well will be really very important. But yes, even the fall of MSK's wicket was a huge one. That one was going absolutely wonderfully. Yes, they'll be really mindful, the batsman. Once there was a 50-run partnership too. They'll be really mindful. Once the batsman stitches a partnership, they'll not look to just throw that wicket away. And even... Yes! Sai smacks! Sai smacks for 6! Well, Sai, if you can play like this, what were you doing back then? Well, that's decimating a bowler. What a shot that was from Sai. Well, even he was dropped, mind you. But he's not absolutely disappointing us in entertaining. Well, never fails to, does he? Clean as a vessel, that. Well, just 11 runs away. Well, just 11 runs away from what will be a cracking win. The bowlers bowling it straight, bowlers bowling it full, and again reaching for that. Sai. So yes, the bowlers will really have to find the ploys, isn't it? Well, the field as well has been on more a defensive side. The bowlers really have to find a ploy, especially. Never at any stage you don't want to give up, especially on these pitches, which is a full batting track. Bowl the batsman, bowl it wider to the batsman. Ask the batsman to generate strength. We've seen no bowler absolutely employing those slow balls. That is very important for a batsman. And nicely, that's very easy and relaxing for Deepak. Again, see that field absolutely spread up. Field absolutely spread out there. This is very important, and one of the primitive causes again. Don't give singles at any stage of the innings. So many points to cover for the Pacers team. They'll definitely try to relish and correct a lot of mistakes coming in the future. Sai will finish it off. Sai would really try to finish it off. But today, all in all, irrespective of how the stats were, the batsmen were simply outstanding form, and even that wicket, the batsman here at 64, it was the fall of wicket of Ravi that really changed the innings as well. So settled man should really have a good mindset, should compose himself in the crease. So that is as well. That's in the air there. This is the second time. I feel, oh, there you go. There you go. Sai once more dropped. Sai once more dropped. Really, the difference between the two sides can tell you. Even though they were gone for runs, they were taking catches and wickets at important time. And here we have the catches being dropped. And again, I will look at that simple run. They're only 7 runs away from a very strong victory. Will Deepak finish off in style? Yes, that's cut away. Straight to the fielder. Will Sai finish it off now? Will Sai finish it off now? 21 in 15. Well, they're warming up. We'll be witnessing another final. In fact, in 3 finals coming next week. So don't miss the Rangers Premier League. Sai waiting for that. That was a slow one. Completely beaten up. But will all these tricks and tips? Too late. 199 for 3 after 18. Well, Siddhant as well going for 44 today. None for 44. Well, in fact, he was humbled. He was taken to the cleaners by especially Sunil. Well, Sunil and co. Sunil and Nishu. Well, Nishu, the wicketkeeper batsman, is particularly very destructive against him. Just 199 for 3. So just another 6 runs away. What will be a terrific win. RoyAle invading. That's blasted away. Well, all this proactiveness should have been definitely there in the start of the innings, isn't it? And with this, it's over 400 runs in the match. It's over 400 runs in the match. And still going strong. Well, 400 runs. And it is the batting team, the spinners, as we say, always have the upper hand. And they have the upper hand now too. Lovely from Siddhant. Lovely from Siddhant so far. Because all the first 3 overs which have been reflecting on the back of the mind. What really every month higher pricings. The Sai is in the air. Will this be number 3? Finally, he has hold it on to a third catch. Oh no. Well, he's okay there. Well, 19 gone, 2 not 3 for 3. Well, there you go, another catch which goes begging.
బ్రో తగిలిందా?
Well, Sai proving to be lucky. Why not? The owner will always be the luckiest.
5.
In fact, 5 catches it's in. The stats. The captain doesn't want to listen. Manoj doesn't want to listen. 203 for 3. Sai wanting to finish off in a glorious fashion. And again, there you go. Some fun. Ought to be on the cricket ground. Well, that is what the friends are for. 3 runs away. Still going strong. Well, the men into its bleed blue and the black. We're facing off next. Yes, that's true, and that will end the match. That will end the match in final style. The Sai was given 3 lifelines. And the final hurrah for the spinners. This is a resounding win for the spinners. 207 for 3. After winning the toss, opting to bat first. They're posting a 204. To be only a single, and this will be no again into the hand. No, the fielder lets it go. The fielder doesn't want to extend, and a final hurrah now. The spinners have just dominated the match courtesy of Sunil and Nishud with a fantastic partnership. They win with 3 overs to spare and beat the Pacers with 7 wickets. What a match this has been. Sai was given 3 lifelines. And in the end, he has ensured he has stayed till the end. What a handsome win this has been. It is a superb win. And we sign off the day on a magnificent fashion. And that's bye-bye for you.